that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first pass from Murray. And his first look is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And we'll see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ali McNeil gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, Dillon. Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 27, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He completes it to Tate. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Lions 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Murray now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they did.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Wilson. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Wilson. He's got this complete to Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Dillon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray completes it to Davis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Murray now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Throwing now is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quicker.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Running left is Dillon. Room here to run. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 26. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Johnson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll get it inside the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps. You know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down again. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute, because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
4
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And in that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Johnson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3, and I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Murray going to fire one out wide. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Play fake. Murray. That's complete to McBride. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Murray now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time.